Hey guys, it's Amber from Boss Mom Hustle. Welcome back to my channel, and if you are tuning in for the first time, thank you so much for clicking on this video. Today is my very first What's for Dinner. I've never filmed this on my channel before. I've done some other cooking videos, like some cook and clean with me's, but this is my actual first What's for Dinner. So I'm going to be sharing 4 easy, super easy meals for any of you that just need some like 30-minute meals and you're in a rush. And if you're like me, a working mom, and you get home and you just don't have the time to really spend hours in the kitchen, you'll definitely enjoy some of these recipes I'm going to be sharing that I enjoy on easy work nights for myself. This video also is on the collab with 2 other girls here on YouTube. My girl Shanthi, you guys know I always collab with her, and I've also collabed with Brandie in the past a couple times as well. So they're also going to be sharing 4 meals on their channel as well. So definitely make sure that you check out their videos if you're needing lots of yummy dinner recipe ideas. I'm gonna let both of them go ahead and introduce yourself, and then we're gonna dive right into this week of meals.
Hey ladies, I'm Brandie from Being Brandie. I am a stay-at-home mom of 3 from Maryland. Over on my channel, I do a mixture of like lifestyle videos, motherhood, like real life mom life, recipes, vlogs, all that good stuff. So if that is your kind of thing, I would love to have you come over and check out my channel. When you leave here, of course, and do not be shy, come down in the comments and say hello. I hope to see you there.
Hey everyone, my name is Shanthi from Shanthi's Lifestyle. On my channel, I have a lot of different content from cleaning and organization videos, hauls, some decorate with me's, basically anything that pertains to being a woman, wife, and a mother. After you're done watching this beauties video, I'd love it if you come over to my channel to check out my video and hopefully subscribe if you like what you see. If you do decide to stop by, please let me know in the comments. Hope to see you there. Bye.
If you guys are coming over from Shanthi or Brandie's video, thank you so much for heading over and checking out my video. I hope you enjoy these recipes that I'm sharing, and you decide to check out some of my other videos and decide to stick around and enjoy my family over here. So I made 4 easy meals, you guys. This was a hassle because normally I don't always cook all the time. So when I do cook, I like to do something that's quick and usually 30 minutes. And that's it, because I don't have time to be in the kitchen for hours upon hours after working long days. So these 4 recipes will be something that's quick and easy and simple, and meals that all of the family will enjoy. So for the first dinner I'm going to be making, it's a super easy loaded steak and a shrimp baked potato. This is a favorite here. So the first thing I'm going to do is just take some chopped up steak and go ahead and cook that and season it. I'm currently obsessed with this Kingsford original seasoning. This stuff is amazing, you guys. I literally have been putting it on everything. So I'm just gonna do that, and then I'm gonna go ahead and throw my potatoes in the microwave. I just get the microwaveable kind. It's just so much easier. Usually by the time I'm done preparing all the other stuff, the potatoes are done. Now with these potatoes, you're actually going to leave them in the plastic wrap, and then I put them on for about 14-15 minutes. I cook them halfway through, and then I do take them out and flip them over when they're cooked for about 7 minutes, and then I turn it back on and cook it the remaining of the time. And then once that is cooking in the microwave, I'm going to start to unthaw my shrimp. I'm just going to pour that into a strainer and run some cold water over it. Once my shrimp is unthawed, I'm going to go ahead and just throw some olive oil down in the pan. I make my shrimp fairly easy. I don't use many different seasonings. I just keep it simple. So I'll go ahead and show you guys the seasonings that I am using and this, and then I'm just going to cook it all the way through. I like to cook my shrimp until it gets kind of sticky. once my potatoes are done, I'm just going to go ahead and remove the plastic off of these. This can be very hot, you guys, so a lot of times I just let it sit and cool for a second, and then I'm going to just slice it down the middle and then add butter and go ahead and fluff the potatoes. And then once I'm done doing that, I'm going to just add a little salt and pepper on top and then start to prepare my cheese. I'm just fluffing the other potato here. This dinner is actually pretty filling, I would say, for me and Khalif. Usually if I can get good jumbo sized potatoes, we usually don't have anything else but this, especially after we add all the good stuff on there. Now for the cheese, I do use this Velveeta pouch, and then I just add in some milk, and sometimes I add in an extra like shredded cheese. I noticed someone before in one of my grocery haul videos said, oh, that cheese burns. That's like with any cheese, you guys. So always add a little milk and stir it. And then I'm just going to start adding all of my toppings. This is definitely a favorite. Khalif would literally eat this as a meal every day if I made it. This wraps up dinner one. Definitely a favorite, especially adding on all of this yummy goodness. It's all about the cheese, you guys. The cheese literally makes this potato. If you want to go the extra mile, add in some shredded and bam, even better. The next meal I'm going to make is another favorite. It is my chicken Alfredo stuffed to shells. I also will be baking my own garlic bread. So this is just a simple recipe. You don't need many items for this, and this is also just a very easy and quick meal. So when I do start off, I am using the Tyson's frozen chicken here. Sometimes I'll do the fresh. This particular day, it was all about just easy meals. So you can use frozen, or you can use the fresh, whichever you prefer. And then I just add a little extra seasoning. We love seasoning in this house. I don't like plain meat. Everything has to have a lot of flavor. So I know that the Tyson does usually come pretty flavored, but I still like to add my own extra jazz. So for my sauce, after I add in the spinach, I am using the jar sauce here. What I also love to do is add in some half and half, and then I add in some mozzarella cheese as well to kind of just give it some extra flavor so it doesn't taste, I guess, so processed. Again, you can make your homemade sauce, whatever you prefer. If I have more time, a lot of times I'll just make my own sauce from scratch, but if not, I just usually just do it this way because it's still just as good once you add in your own extra touch. To my bread, this is a favorite. I love to make bread this way versus buying it frozen. I come from a family who was always cooking. My dad was a culinary chef, so this was how he always made bread. I just grabbed this loaf from Walmart in the bakery. It's only $1. It's much cheaper, you guys, than buying the frozen as well. So I usually just slice it up. I don't measure it, just cut it to what I want, and then I'm going to just add in usually a whole stick of butter is what I do here. You see I don't use it all, but I do go back and make more, and then I just use like some garlic salt and some parsley once my butter is melted, and then I'm going to just brush that over my bread, and then I usually top it with mozzarella cheese. Sometimes I might switch it up and do like Colby Jack. Best tip I can give as far as the stuffed shells is once they're done boiling, I run them over cold water. I run cold water over them. Sorry, cannot talk. So that way they're nice and cool, because I'm telling you guys, these things are hot. You do not want to try to stuff the shells when they are still scorching hot. So I run the cold water over them, and then when they're nice and cold, that's when I'm going to prepare and start making it. So I'm always going to lay down a layer of the sauce. The sauce, usually there's tons of this. I try to avoid putting chicken. I try to just scoop up the sauce without the pieces of chicken, and then I'm going to just place down my shells, and then I'm going to just start filling them with the sauce mixture. So for tonight's dinner, we're going to be having Chicago style Polishes. So I get this Polish sausage. You can get this at Walmart. I think it's around like $5. So you get 6 huge Polish. They also have beef and hot Polish. And then I got my onion. I'm going to slice that, and then I'm going to make some fries to go on the side. So just a quick and easy dinner tonight. Now I do boil my Polishes first. This is just how I prefer to do it. So I'm going to go ahead and place those in and let those boil. And then I'm going to slice up some onions, because a Polish is not a Polish without onions on it, especially nice fried onions. So once I get my onions sliced up, I just slice it however. I'm going to just oil a pan, and then I'm going to just caramelize the onions. My onions are pretty much caramelized and nice and soft. I just scoot them over to the side, and then I'm gonna add in a little bit more of the olive oil, and then I place the Polishes into it. So I kind of let them fry on each side a little bit. I just prefer it this way, you guys. This is just my version of a Chicago style Polish. If you are not from Illinois, have never had a Chicago Polish or a Chicago hot dog, you are seriously missing out. It's hands down the best. I don't think anything beats Chicago food. I just load this baby with some onions, and then we just lay on the mustard, and there you have it. This is my version of a Chicago style Polish. This dinner is definitely a must, and it's super quick and easy, 30 minutes tops. So tonight's dinner, I'm doing my super easy beef and broccoli recipe. So I have my frozen broccoli here, some steak that I unthawed. I just get the sliced kind, some olive oil. I'm gonna add in some onions. Sometimes I also add in like red peppers and green peppers, some rice, soy sauce, brown sugar, and cornstarch. And then of course, like seasonings of my choice for my steak. So let's dive right in. Now this steak, I buy it pre-sliced like this already. I had it in the container because I had unthawed it all day while I was at work, and I just placed it inside the container afterwards. You can just buy like a thin sliced steak and just cut it and slice it to smaller portions. However you prefer to do it, it doesn't really matter. We just prefer to have it this way, and it's just a little bit more convenient and saves me a step from having to slice and cut up steak. Then I'm going to season, of course, and slice up some onions. Like I said in the beginning, sometimes I do usually add green peppers and red peppers, but I was actually out of it, so that's why I only added onions in this particular video. You don't have to even add onions or peppers or anything like that. If you just want to do the beef and the broccoli, that's perfectly fine. Once my steak is pretty much cooked all the way through, that's when I add in my broccoli. And then for the soy sauce, I poured out the rest of this one, and then I also poured in, it's a half a cup, so usually it's about a half a bottle that you'll need, but I did just add a little extra because I literally had like a tad bit left in one bottle. And then this is where you would normally also add in some of the beef stock, but I actually didn't have any, so I just added in a half a cup of water instead. And then once I kind of stirred it up and let it simmer, to thicken the sauce, you're going to want to just put some cornstarch in a cup with some cold water and stir it up, and then pour it over there slowly, you guys, so it doesn't clump. And then you have nice sauce, and then here is this delicious meal. This is probably my favorite. I literally devour this meal. It's so good, you guys. You definitely have to try it. I have shared this actual recipe before on my channel, so I will try to link all of the recipes or all of the ingredients that you need down in the description for everything that I have prepared today for you guys. I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you let me know down in the comments if you would love to see more videos like this. Also, make sure you head over to Shanthi and Brandie's channel and check out and see what they cooked up.